Some might say it was the first shock of the tournament, but it was definitely the first red card. Slovakia upset the odds against Poland. We'll tell you how it happened next. That's right, folks, back once again with another match review. Looking back, of course, Poland up against Slovakia over in Group E over in the Euro 2020. I will get to that in just one second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck have you been, boys? Smash your subscribe button, get you back up today with all things Euro-related, Batman Rose-related, well, football-related, we're going to know here. I know our Ruskies, of course, yes, up and at them. The Slovakians are moving, and of course, one tippy-toe over the line into the next round. But can the Polskis get them back into it? We'll have a look at that in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons, and of course, if you're new, smash your subscribe. So here we go. Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. Now I'm going to put my hands up here. I didn't actually, I watched. So here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. Now I did watch the game, but I was a bit distracted, so I didn't really get full of it. So let's take a look at it. 2-1 win in the end for Slovakia. Goodness gracious me. And the first goal coming very, very early. Slovakia, of course, not really dominating the game, but a great bit of skill on the wing on the left-hand side. Unfortunately, it's been dubbed as a own goal. Beautiful bit of magic. Skips past, I think he actually nutmegged the player in the end, getting past and pull off the shot, and ricochets off the post, back off the keeper's body into the back of the net, and Szczesny has been credited with the goal. Karolina did level it though just after the break to give Poland a bit of hope before Milan Skriniar, of course, put the ball in the back of the net to make it 2-1 win in the end for Slovakia. Gregor Kruščič also got himself sent off prior to that to make it a bit harder for Poland, and of course much easier for Slovakia to get in the end. As you can see by the possession stats, 57% going in favour of Poland, meanwhile 43% going in favour of Slovakia. 17 shots on the day for the unlucky losers, and 43% going in favour of Slovakia. 10 shots off target, not being good enough clinical wise at Poland. Just 4 off target for Slovakia, and again 2 of them in the back of the net. Meanwhile, more touches were going in the favour of Poland. 711 to their 591. They also had more passes, 531 to their 411. Quick look at the shot grid then, shall we? Of course, Poland on the right hand side, Slovakia on the left. Poland very, very busy in front of goal, but couldn't really convert the chances. As for Slovakia, they made sure their efforts to get back in the net, and of course take home all 3 points. Let's take a look at some heat maps, shall we? Of course, Slovakia right here, right now. Again, very, very defensive. A lot of the touches in the back. And again, keep it very, very busy. And again, opted for the flanks and not really too much going forward. But guess what? It's just like Finland. They took their chance. They put it in the back of the net. And there they go home with all 3 points. As for Poland, again, a lot of coverage for them all over the place. Down the right-hand side and the left. Very, very dominant in the middle of the park. But unfortunately not to no avail. Quick look at some of the touches then here. Again, down to often going down the flanks for Slovakia, and again a little bit in the attacking third. So Poland, yeah, a lot more coverage for them in this game, but unfortunately they couldn't make their possession and their touches count in the end. Quick at the starting lineups then for you. Szczesny between 6, Bednarek, Gierch, Berienski, Kuzawicz, Jasowicz, Rybus, Linetti, Klitsch, Zelensky and Lewandowski up top. Again, Grishowicz, double yellow card, got himself sent off. Linetti with the one and only goal. Of course, Szczesny with a big fat OG in the end. Quick look at the opposition though. Martin Dubravka between the sticks. Of course, Newcastle goalkeeper Satira, Skriniar, Hubokan, Peric. We've got Horomoda, Kuka, Horasan, Robert Mack, Marek Hamsich, of course, Capitano, and Duda, of course, up top. Quick look at the substitutions. We did see the likes of Thomas Pušac coming on, Jopek Moda, Perusham Franowski, and Karol Sedwicki, but again, didn't really amount to much. As for the Slovakians, Martin Kruščič came on, Jan Džugras, Patrick Horovsky, Thomas Sluslov got some action, and Marius Dudas. Guess what? Yes, the Slovakians held on in the end. Now, these guys got their own match ratings. It looks like Szczesny had a bit of a nightmare. The defence wasn't too bad. The midfield also pretty good for the Polish. But ultimately, yeah, they needed this guy to step up. And Lewandowski pretty much had the day off. As for the opposition, Dubravka not really troubled. Skriniar was the key figure here, with him in the side alongside Marek Hamsich. The veterans, the guys they are relying on big time. They could actually get to that last 16. And they're already one step there. 3 points does it. Are they going to get any more points? That's the question. We'll find out, of course, as we get into match number 2 and beyond. Meanwhile, what's been said on social media, Jamie Hinchcliffe has predicted a Slovakia win. Poland rely on Lewandowski way too much. Can't do it all on his own. Raul Broro said earlier today, Czech Republic triumph over Scotland, and now Slovakia beats Poland. Win for Czechoslovakia, he said. Sideline Sports. Everyone hated on Lewandowski. Needs to remember remember that he is a target man striker, needs others to create chances, and he will finish them. He will indeed. Meanwhile, Michael, aka Michael Bonatan, said this was the worst ref I have ever seen. How is he allowed to referee in a competition like this? Brady, 7 rings, aka Brady got next. Good game, Poland. That was unlucky. If you still have 11 players on the pitch, maybe you didn't lose this one. Kicking on forward, El Leeton, Jose de Lima says Slovakia was the best, was better in the first half, making 1-0, but Poland came back better in the second stage, but tied. But when it was better, they had one less player. Slovakia took advantage. 2-1, won the game. D'accord Magandalina said, well done, Slovakia cut over Poland. This was the only game I was sure for Poland to win. Wow, wow, we won. And Massimo Belloni said, classic. Poland, great qualifying round, bombing the main Tournamente. Take a look at the group then, shall we? Of course, Group E is still halfway through. We've got Spain, Sweden next, but right here, right now, Slovakia lead the charge. Poland, at the moment, going home. But of course, Poland can bounce back with a win or something against Spain. They do wrap up their competition up against Sweden on the 23rd of June. It looks like they could be going home at this moment. Meanwhile, Slovakia will take on Sweden next, get a point, and guess what? You're on your way through. Meanwhile, they wrap it up their group stage up against Spain on the 23rd of June. There you have it, boys and girls. There you bloody have it. What do you think about that? Of course, unfortunately, I didn't get to watch the game live. I was busy with other stuff. But again, thank you for your continued support on the channel. We are trying to push this baby up to another level, and hopefully you can join me on that thing. So smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up, and check out the description. Links to my other social media platforms are in there. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well, so make sure you check that out. But until then, I'll see you soon. Can Slovakia go all the way? Can Poland make it to the next stages? Those are the questions we hope to answer over the next few days. But until then, I'm out.